vocals are buttery smooth, my friend. You sound fantastic.
Mhm.
I'm glad to be here, man. Hail all the FC brethren out there, and yeah, let's. Predator is a great movie. Fan films. I haven't watched a Predator fan film yet. This will be my first one, so I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out.
That's probably a good thing because most of them so far that I've seen haven't been amazing. What is your history with Predator? How much do you love this, man? What is your history with this?
Oh, I saw the original Predator movie when I was probably 7 years old. Um, I grew up, I'm 43, so I was born in 1980. I grew up with Arnold, basically as
Oh yeah,
the de facto actions, Arnold, Sly Stallone,
your role model father. Yep.
yes, like Arnold was the action star as a kid in the 80s. Like I said, there's others, but Arnold was always the most prevalent because Terminator,
Oh
Predator,
yeah.
uh, you know, um, Total Recall, all
Commando,
these other
True
movies.
Lies.
Command, yeah, it just goes on and on and on. And Predator is a fantastic movie as a kid, and it is one that my cousin and I reenacted with our GI Joes. We would always use Squid, with the Squid Head guy from Star Wars, as the Predator. He was like one of the characters we use as a Predator. But yeah, it's a fun movie. And I've seen this. I've seen it 100 times. The Predator 1 and 2, phenomenal. Um, the rest of the franchise is sketch at
They're on
best.
life support.
Yeah, including the most recent one, Prey, which I don't want to really cast a bad light on Amber Midthunder because the fact that she's an Indian girl boss or Native American girl boss, excuse me for using the colonizer terms. But that movie left something to be desired. It wasn't the greatest. But
Yeah,
if you
it
look
was
at
a step up from the autism powered one, but
oh,
still not great. Of course,
Shane Black. And Shane Black was, in the original Predator, it's like you would think he would bring more to the table, but in that, no,
I no, I'm
no,
no man. Yeah, Predator's always fun. I freaking love it. It's just like what
yes.
it's just a great concept for alien stuff because it's just like
Mhm.
these are just smart aliens that want to be challenged, and they
Yeah.
will like limit themselves sometimes. They will try to, even though like I think that it's a pretty advanced method to be like camouflaged and taking people out one by one, whatever is like a little almost like too much of an OP thing. But if the prey that they're hunting can figure it out and fight back, well then that just is even more enchanting for them to be like, yes, a freaking a challenge. Yes, I could die. Yes, like that's their honor is to get killed. Pretty
Yeah.
much, it's like that's just a cool thing because they're not trying to take over the earth. They're not trying to do something nefarious. Whatever. They're just hunting. They're just getting some trophies. Whatever.
The
Like
end of Predator 2, where they give Danny Glover the pistol, the old cap and ball musket, after he kills the Predator. Um, and they didn't hurt him. They left. It's like
yeah,
this one was bested.
there's no
Okay, the hunt is
vengeance. There's
over.
no vengeance thing, or now we
No.
will kill everyone. It's just like, good job, bro. Fist bump.
And
Nice.
that's it. It shows that they're a sporting race. Yeah, it really
Yeah.
does. Which is a great concept if you think about it, because most of the alien invasion films we see, they're hell bent on taking over Earth, conquering, subjugating, all those things.
Or they
This
just want to
is
kill everything.
Yeah, this is sport. They're like, all right, they're
Yeah.
and they scout the other planets for life that is intelligent enough for them to have a challenge hunting. So
Yeah.
I like that aspect of it. That is amazing creativity, and it's a departure from all the other alien invasion films and projects that we see.
Yeah. That's why it gets like really high marks, honestly. And it just, and the way that they structure the film around it, like being the like multi genre type of thing where
Hmm.
it's like action and then horror and then
Yeah,
like survival sort of a thing. Like I love that how it's just like Arnie. It has like it has this whole special ops team that can take on fucking anything, take on a small army right here, and they all get picked off one by one, shitting themselves,
yeah,
and then it's like, okay, fuck, like all this technology's not working. They unload all the machine guns. That's not killing the guy, and then he ends up taking him out with like good old fashioned some pointy sticks, some tricks, and some fist fighting.
Yeah. He resorted to guerrilla warfare tactics, which was
crazy.
fantastic. It really is. And that's, you know, they say these action movies from the 80s are just dumb fun with explosions. And it's like, that's actually really good writing.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
excellent.
And I'm not a professional. I'm not script doctor, PhD, but I mean, I fancy myself a decent writer with you know, an acumen for that kind of thing. And it's like, that's good. That is really good.
Yes.
It's better than just we blow things up and blah blah blah. No, there's thought behind it.
It's so narratively satisfying too. It's just like,
Yes.
man, there's just Arnold's left. He's the only guy left, the only one that
Mhm.
can fight. But this guy took out everything. Well, what can he possibly do? And it's just like, yeah, sticks and it's a better representation of like the Ewoks taking on the Empire.
Yeah.
Like, it's Arnold taking on the advanced Predator. Like that's
Mhm.
you know just there's something so satisfying. I think a lot of films try to emulate that, where like the old fashioned thing can beat the newer thing, but I feel like they usually fall short because they just have like they just wear it like a skin, and they don't like get you ingrained in that feeling. And this gets you ingrained in it, and it's like, oh, you can definitely feel. How can you not feel this type of thing and have it make sense and work like that?
I was like I was like that with Avatar, the original Avatar movie, which
Yeah,
I saw I think twice. Once when it came out, not in the theater, when it hit like DVD or Blu-ray, and then I watched it again on like cable later on. But I
yeah,
was cheering for the space military and Stephen Lang in Avatar because I was like, I've already seen Fern Gully. Let's just wipe them out. Um,
right. We're watching Predator Dark Ages. I've had this on my mind for a while to watch, and I could have just watched it myself, but I'm just like, no, I want to pick a Predator fan and go through this puppy and watch this thing. It's like 27 minutes long, and it like the concept is amazing because it's like Predator in the Dark Ages. Fuck yeah, why not?
yeah,
Like, let's how the hell would they be able to survive? I mean, Arnie beat him with sticks and stones, man. So anybody, you could take them to caveman days, and they got a shot. They have a shot,
yeah.
technically. So why not? Yeah, this only has. Oh, I thought it said 41K. It's got 46K subscribers from the Filmmaker's Guide to the Galaxy, and it has 14 million views posted 8 years ago. That's better. There we go. 8 million, 14 million. Excellent.
Okay.
So yeah, all right, let's just go. Man covered in blood. Great start.
Yep. The CG is more believable than Marvel, or the green screen effect.
Yeah. Could be better, maybe, but that's from 8 years ago. Maybe that's okay, you know?
The MCU
For
is
fan
looking at
film.
that now, going like, we should copy this.
Right. That's true.
All right, some
Better than
chain mail.
She-Hulk graphics, that's for sure. I'm impressed that people at a fan film were able to get actual horses. That for some
Yeah,
reason is like impressive to me because
and some so far like nice looking scenery and period accurate weaponry and some chainmail and things like that. Looks good.
yeah, I'm liking it real good. And it looks like I'm curious where they filmed it too, because it's some good landscape. Looks cold.
Yeah,
Looks like
yeah.
England or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Marshal Thomas, I am Brother Joseph. Thank you for coming. I did not expect someone of such prestige.
Your Grace. My men at arms.
My son, this is no place for a woman.
Take comfort in the
Get
knowledge
that female out of here, boy.
you're not the first to have made such a mistake. Freya knows these lands as well as any man.
She's no woman.
Is that Captain Phasma?
No. I don't
It
think
looks.
so. No.
It kind of looks like Gwendolyn Christie, I believe. I
got
mean, she's
the
not
fore-
6'3", but
got the right forehead for it, but no.
I am sure. They returned from defending our faith only to find themselves questioning it.
Why are we here, priest?
The Archbishop believes we have someone who could be of use.
A Saracen.
A Saracen who can help you to defeat this beast.
What help could a Saracen give me? He cannot be trusted. He is a savage. They all are.
I am not the one who murders with no remorse.
Compose yourself, Templar. Is God's will. Said rides with you.
It's not a bad idea narratively to have two sides that oppose each other, try to work together, not liking each other at all, but they will probably definitely be the last two people, I'm guessing, to fight the Predator. That's my guess.
What this was like Kong Skull Island. They did that with the Japanese pilot and John C. Reilly's character when they went down on the island. And it's a good plot device to move your story forward. And if it's done right, it doesn't come across as like kind of eye rolling cringe. Which I thought Kong Skull Island did that. I thought it did it fairly well. And this with this time period, it works that they would go with like the Templars and somebody of say like a more Middle Eastern type descent. Well, I mean back then, let's just face it, they just looked at him like, oh, okay, you're brown. Well, that's the way it was. It was like they're savages, even though
that, and they got a totally different religion. So
yes, that was the big thing back then. Everything was driven by religion. So the faith, obviously, we're talking about the time
they
of the
could more or less
Crusades.
look over the brown part, but look at your religion, bro. That ain't cool. That's But I think that's good. That's kind of it's a trope in movies, honestly, to have like two opposing forces work together to defeat a common enemy, essentially. But sometimes it's done poorly, and this seems like it's set up pretty good so far.
Yeah,
Whatnot, and for it being half an hour long, it's a good setup already to get the premise going.
What are they thinking? Saracen.
Apparently he has experience of what we hunt.
Is that so?
Like 8 years ago, were drones around 8 years ago?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They had drones not as advanced as now, but I mean this is a clean shot.
Yeah. I'm glad they're utilizing that earlier on. Good.
I'm impressed with this so far.
Yeah.
Just the camera work and everything. Visuals, you've got the costumes.
Several bodies were dragged through here.
I like the look of the actors too. Like they look like they're taking it seriously. They don't look their costumes don't look cheaply made. Like I've seen so many, Rings of Power, of course. Like so many of them just look so cheap, and it's like how does it look so cheap? I find these fan films that take a lot more work into their costumes. I mean, especially the main guy here, his looks so worn down, like he's done this for years, and it's
was gonna say
seeing a lot of action. That's just small detail, but visually that helps rather than it being like a clean new white one or something. Like they roughed that up in dirt, probably washed it a few times in the water, whatever. Like just got it dirty, put it back on, tore it up a bit. And it's like, dude, that's an aesthetic detail that helps a lot.
I wonder if a lot of these folks that they have in the background at the encampment are like Renaissance fair. You know what I mean?
That could be
cosplayers, extremely dedicated cosplayers. Because, like you were mentioning, the wardrobe. Yeah, his outfit looks. This guy's been through battles. The aesthetic of the characters is great. Even the tack on the horses looks good. And having experience with horses in my past, it's they're showing them riding the horses, which, like I said, I like it. Especially with fan films.
Yeah,
because there's the budget is what they could raise to do it with, and who they could get involved, and what they brought to the table in terms of costumes or filming or scoring, things like that. Kudos so far. Even the score, the little background score, it sounds good.
Well, it's like the premise that they're going is just the Predator. I think they had even Alien versus Predator was probably out before this came out, and so these guys decided to make a whole half an hour long version of a Predator story in a completely different time period like, you know, ones with no guns. Like everybody chooses guns these
Yep.
days for stuff. And it's just like the restraint to not do that
Mhm.
is great. And it's like that's supposed to be more fun too, I would think,
Yeah.
to film.
Yeah,
Like this looks
You have
more fun.
melee weapons,
Yeah.
basically.
It's like, yeah, the Predator has lasers. You'd think maybe the Predator will not use lasers, but maybe it will. I mean, in Prey, that was the one thing that I kind of thought that was like, I mean, it's cool that you're using lasers, I guess, but it's like, I don't know. I thought it'd be more that you kind of match yourself with your opponents that you're hunting a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
play-
those
you
guys
play
had
down to your
sticks and stones,
competition.
and you literally just can blow them away and use like grenades, and it's like, it's a little cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Away from the path.
We go on foot from here.
That's probably so
Good
they don't
luck
have to
with
use
the
torches
needle
the
and a
whole
haystack.
time. That's my guess.
Yep.
But still.
Yeah, they only had him for a certain amount of time.
Saracen,
Probably.
what do you know of this beast?
We call it Jinn.
How do we kill it?
I do not know.
Well, how did you kill it?
We did not. After it satisfied its hunger for our people, it moved on.
Oh, so we see which group's going to get killed off first.
Yeah, as I said, I was like, yep, we're going to split them up. So one group can get attacked first. Makes sense.
Yep.
Like
One
how they're
of them
also
makes-
not, they're also not like too quickly trying to get the Predator in there. They're building it up. They're building up the tension properly. With it.
Halloween 1. Halloween 1 template.
Yeah.
Build
I
the
mean,
tension.
for a fan film, you got to usually be quick on getting what you want out there for
Yep.
people's attention. But I think they've done a good job selling this medieval story, regardless of the Predator being there. So
Mhm.
I think people will be engaged regardless right here.
Yeah, this has been nothing but solid so far, honestly.
Yeah, just there's some parts where I might not even comment because I'm just engaged.
Probably heard the same stories as Saeed. Nothing like a bit of fear. Let us hope you are right.
I'm trying to imagine, like, now that I'm looking at this, just like skinning a human. Like, is that? I don't know. Like, I'm sure you could do that, but
You
I imagine
can.
that's
It's-
not. I
it's-
imagine that's not easy to just skin a human.
Well, I
Right,
mean,
the
if you
whole
look
flesh.
at it, I mean, I've skinned deer. Okay, I hunt. I've skinned deer. Basically, all you do after, and I've never skinned a human. Please don't mistake. But skinning a deer is, I mean, other than they're covered with fur,
Right.
it's just cutting, removing the insides, and then you're separating the skin from the muscle. You know, it's just ripping it, cuts here and there, and you just peel it back on a deer. That's, you know, there's, you know, cuts to be made, but it's mostly just cut and peel, cut and peel.
Right.
I mean, you're talking, and so I've had deer that have weighed as much as a full grown man. You're talking 200 pounds. So, to hoist them up like that, you know, obviously these things are incredibly strong. And the way they're displayed, this I always found that interesting. It is cool that they actually show a little bit of it, but it's still kind of ambiguous. You know, you saw the intestines on the ground, and you see just the head and arms here, which is kind of cool. But again, this is absolutely well done. They're doubting the what was the term they used for the
Is it Jin
other-
or Jin?
well, no, not the Jinn, the demon, but the guy that came with him. Was Sarayan? Is that what he is? Sarayan?
Yeah, Serene is Muslim, basically. I think.
Yeah. Okay. So they bring, you know, and you can hear him. Well, I don't think it's the demon, the Jinn that he was talking about. You know, this is bandits. You've obviously got 2 Templars here that have been skinned. Well, I think there's 2, unless I'm seeing.
I think it implies it's 2. I don't know what else this thing next to it would be.
because I only saw 1 helmet on the ground.
Yeah.
But I mean that they have that shadow of doubt cast over his story, you know, the Muslim story, so
Yeah.
it can allow them to be, you know, not fully on guard for this Jinn, but more or less looking for a human antagonist. Which,
Right.
this is it's good. And you, like I said, this is all built really good tension so far.
Good. They're all back to back. Smart.
Yep. There we go.
Predator angle. Yeah. Oh, big
Oh,
guy.
shit.
No. Not the fatty. No. Oh, that's the best fan film camo I've seen for the Predator effect and the sizing of that. Even the blades going through them.
That was
Guys, spared
was
no
well done.
expense. Holy shit.
That was well done. Like I didn't even want to. I was just
Same here.
That
I'm not saying nothing yet.
that looked great.
That's so good. I'm gonna see that again.
Yeah, this right here, that looks fantastic.
That's so good. Yeah, look on his worried face. She's like, "Oh,
She's knocking an arrow like
is my arrow gonna kill the thing? Really?"
Yeah, because this guy's huge. Like that's a big man.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
one-handed lifting up from. Oh my god, just from the blades. Like,
Yep.
yeah, that I think that's why they start with him. It's like this thing is really strong. Look
sets
at
the
that.
tone
A
right
one-arm
there. So he's
stab. He's invisible. Like,
This is the
shit.
biggest and baddest guy on their crew, and he just one-shotted him, just pop right through the chest.
He's the
done.
big guy that it shoot the machine. Oh, you're dead. Later, guys.
It is retreating.
We must wait.
We must give chase.
You're gonna be dead.
No, it wants you to follow.
They're going to maybe blame him. I think.
Yep.
I'm guessing it's the typical type of setup with that, but
Yep.
I'm glad that he shouted for them rather than just not say anything.
Mhm.
So that's just good. I feel like it's a detail that some people forget when they're filming. It's like, oh yeah, he'd probably shout for help because there's the other team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the music too.
Yeah, it's great. It accentuates the tension of the scene.
Yeah, it's good. It doesn't sound like generic stock music either. It might be, but it doesn't sound like it. Not the types I've heard. So
No, it matches up
Yeah.
really well with the atmosphere.
yeah,
And yeah,
it's
if
got
you're
like that,
using-
dun ding, like the type of orchestra ding, that comes up when the
Yeah.
drums and shit and the little pitches that come out here and there. Yeah, love it.
What happened? The demon came for him. Freya has given chase.
Foolish woman!
There's our off-camera death.
What was that?
There's our off-camera death right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of akin to, I would say, Billy in the first one where he stood and he cut his chest open. He's
Yep.
out on the bridge. They
Yep.
leave and all you hear is that blood-curdling scream from him.
Yeah, and
Little
he's like
bit
the more
less of the chest
samurai
cutting
warrior.
here.
She's more of the elvish warrior or something.
I was gonna say Arwen. It's our
Yeah.
Arwen here.
Our girl. They killed the girl. What? And they killed the
Equality,
big
baby.
man?
Even 8 years ago, equality. See, all this stuff now is garbage. We had equality. She got killed just like the guy.
And I believe she was probably tough, but the Predator's tougher. That's the point. He'll kill you if you're fat. He'll kill you if you're a chick. That don't matter. They're
Predator
both
don't
white.
discriminate.
You
He's
know?
an equal opportunity murderer.
Exactly. That's why some of the other fan films I watched weren't as good because it felt like he was sparing the women. And it was like, what? You wouldn't do that.
No. The only
it's
reason
So good.
in the original he didn't kill the woman was because she never posed a threat to him because she
Yeah.
was always unarmed.
Exactly.
He only went after the armed because those were their warriors,
Those
those
were
were the
the-
fighters, and that's what they
Yep.
want.
He's like, I'm not going to kill an unarmed civilian. No,
No.
worries. You're good.
No, cannon fodder to them is of no interest because why? That's like killing an animal to them, you know.
Yeah, there's no real sport to that. It's just,
No.
oh, well.
Which they
guess I
did in
did
Prey
that.
a little bit. They did in Prey, if you remember. He had animal skulls, I believe. The
Wait,
Predator
he had like cougars and he had,
cougers, like
he had a bear, and
apex
stuff.
type predators.
Like,
yeah.
and I thought that was kind of good too, because
That
who knows
was.
how long they've been doing that at that
Yep.
point. And it's like, you
Mhm.
know, I feel like those would be a good challenge on Earth, even if,
Yes.
you know, you're fighting the humans for the advanced reasons. But like, if you're
Mhm.
gonna have like a brawl with your fists with the bigger beast on the planet, dude,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Well, that's what he did with the bear in the beginning because he got injured while he was fighting the bear, which was
Yeah.
actually, that was a cool scene in that.
That was
movie.
good, and I like that scene too, because the girl
Yeah.
is just like, I can't. Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, she's hiding in the beaver dam, basically.
Yeah, getting attacked by the bear and then saved
Uh-huh.
by the predator who kills the bear, but not. It's not a oh you saved me. It's a you're stronger than a bear.
Like and he freaking lifted the thing up to just hoisted it up. I was like, yeah, she was like at that point, like
Yeah,
probably pissed herself. Like
That's-
I would. I mean,
They-
if I see something to
you'll get
lift
the
a
predator,
grizzly
he can't
bear up,
lift him. Yeah,
nope, nope.
bears are a little heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm so satisfied with this so far.
this
And
is
I feel,
this is
I feel like we haven't had as much commentary because it's like it's good. When it's good, there's not much to say really, other than praise.
no. There's nothing to nitpick here.
Just sucking its dick. I'm trying to think of something to criticize, but it just keeps on showing good. I love the music. I don't know if that's music that was from the Predator film, but I haven't seen it in a while. But that was good. That helps it as well. You know, the little drum beats in the back, boom, 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 and then the orchestra hits right there.
Yep.
It's going, and then it's just like, yeah, will she be able to do anything? Nope. Off screen death.
You see it?
Not it. Just its eyes burning like flames.
He lies! That's not what he saw!
Why would I lie? Is this not what you hunt?
I love it because it challenges their faith.
Yes,
It's
Yes.
like, you know, but if anything, it also kind of confirms their faith if it's a demon, essentially.
yep.
Right?
Everything that they believe in at this point right now has just in reality smacked them in the face and goes, there's something bigger than you.
Yeah.
And this is confirmation of it. And yeah, that's why they blame him, is because it challenges their faith and they're lashing out of frustration and anger because they can't comprehend. Well, the gravity of the situation is weighing down on them, and they're starting to comprehend what's going on.
Yeah. And not to mention that they did the key thing at the beginning. He said, "This is our last mission before we retire." You don't ever say that. You're gonna
No.
die.
No.
That's like, you know, after this mission, we're going to retire. It's just, no, you're
That's the
all
kiss
gonna
of death.
die. Yes, you're dead.
Now you are scared.
I am afraid of no man.
This is no man we hunt. We are all going to die.
I'll hear no more of your poison! That's enough! We are all
Just
scared.
another thing of Prey is sorry is like the guy that's outlashing is like, he seems older than all these guys. And
Yep.
so like he's been around a lot longer, probably seen more things, and
Yes.
this is new shit he has not seen ever before. And it's
Yeah.
just probably like, God, this, you know, like I've gone my whole life without this. Like I've
Mhm.
fought things that make sense. Any legend it's been able to be proven wrong. And this
Yeah.
is the most in my face. I love that
Mhm.
already. It's so small, but it has a bigger impact as we're watching. I love it.
Absolutely.
But we will prevail!
Our deaths will not be in vain.
So how do we hunt what we cannot see?
May return for the other body to collect its prize.
Richard, Damien. Be watchful of each other. It's near.
Ah! Ah! Get it off me!
Oh, the net. Oh shit. That was something added? Was that from Predator 2 or from Alien vs Predator? The net.
I think that was Alien vs Predator. I haven't seen Predator 1 or 2. It's been a while. But I want to say that was Alien vs Predator because I don't remember him netting anybody in either of the first two that I can recall offhand.
It might have been Predator 2, but I remember it in Predator 1, especially because the alien, acid marks on its skull or whatever was on there with the netting. So I don't know, but I like the net as a feature, and that he said it burns.
Yeah,
The net
it
burns.
burned into his skin.
Yeah, it's scarring his face with a net. That is intense. What is that made out of? Adamantium? Oh, and that looks good. Oh my god, thank you.
Wow.
Yes, they didn't go with the shit mask. Oh, the last couple have had horrible looking Predator masks and costumes, man. Oh, this looks
good.
This looks good already. Fuck. That sunset shot behind the Predator right there. Fucking good. Did they have to? I wonder if they had to really wait to get, figure out where the sun will set and then figure out when they're going to film and how to get this shot right here.
Yeah, I say they probably had to scout
enough,
scout locations at sundown for that.
Like in my head, I think, oh, it's just CGI shit, but it's like, I think there was a time where you probably had to understand your setting to get shots that you want to look really good.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what I think happened here. Oh, the fog's probably their added effect, maybe, but.
Did you forget about me?
Sir boy. Oh shit.
Just wow. Spine. They take the spinal column.
Fatality, man.
Oh, dude. That was freaking excellent. They didn't do too much. It was brutal. It was close up. It looked fantastic. I was waiting for the laser effect to look bad, but honestly, even the targeting system, the shoulder movement, the blast, you got what you would get that explode, that boom, and then you saw just a slight bit of the face, and then it splatters on the tree. That looked great.
That was so good. That was so good. And just again, the full body here, they got a dude in a suit here that looks all big. The fight, it was a brief fight. Yeah, they do cut a bit here and there, but it still looks good enough and believable enough too with it. Dude.
Yeah, the jump cuts weren't they weren't too bad. No,
it wasn't it wasn't like 3 cuts a second. So
no
more. So it was pretty sparingly, but that was so satisfying. And then even with him, cuts him, and then it cuts to his back, and you see the guts come out from under his legs and whatever. That's a good way to utilize it without having to just show it directly. In just the sound effects with it too, going nice, nice and good, nice effect as well with that. I like that. And again, you can still see the sunset off the Predator here. So it's I think they filmed it at that time of day and got a really good shot there with it.
They did. The lighting is fantastic in this. There's nothing that's really too dark to where you can't discern it. No, look, I think this whole scene looked great.
It was good. I'm gonna have us watch some of that again.
Yeah.
That sounds so good. He's so exhausted. Ugh.
There goes the intestine, baby.
Yeah. So good. And then it's like, all right, fatality time.
Wait, do not go.
Get off
It
me!
is too late. We cannot help them.
Maybe they're all right.
You know, I've known people that have survived having their spine ripped out after they've been disemboweled.
Half their head blown off. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah,
Probably fine.
it'll be
yeah.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's such a satisfying little sequence.
Yes.
There is nothing we can do.
You can fight it! Kill it!
Please, you must leave while we still have our lives.
If we leave now, their deaths will be for nothing.
We could not defeat it in Jerusalem. It is no different now.
Yes, it is! We can fight it together.
No. I cannot die. Not like men.
You will stand fast!
If you must fight it,
Saeed, come back!
I kind of like how he doesn't even like this guy at all, but he's almost kind of desperate to have some type of help here.
Yep. Yeah,
Without being
because
alone.
he sees what they're up against as far as like what it's done to his entire crew so far. It's eviscerated them systematically, and it's taken its prizes. And this guy's like, "Hey, it bleeds, but I'm not sticking around to find out.
Ew. No,
Not my
man,
fight."
It's even more when so you probably realize that it's like his whole crew here. He probably had like a much larger order at one time of soldiers, and these are the last ones that remained, and therefore they're kind of like the top brass of them, the toughest of the tough, and just
Yeah.
taken out in a few minutes. Just
This is the Templar Special Forces,
Like-
and they've just been destroyed in a matter of like minutes.
yes, and it's like God, just fucking love it. Seriously. Doing a nighttime battle too? All right. Look at that worn down shield.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that earlier when we first lifted it up. It's like they did a wonderful job with that shield.
He doesn't have any trap set. He's just like, come on, bitch, let's go.
Yep, one on
Let's
one.
go. Let's go.
Oh shit, they got the mask off.
That was a good. Hold on. Well, I was not expecting a mask
No,
off shot.
I figured they'd keep the helmet on.
Hold on. Yeah. All right. Yeah, not bad. I've seen again way the fuck worse. Close
Even
mouth.
the eyes look good. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah, fucking
Like-
great.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail around the mouth, the eyes, the forehead.
Here I am! Show yourself and fight me!
All right.
Okay. Oh shit.
Oh shit, he takes out his own sword. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I didn't
right.
think he was going to. I thought it was just gonna be the wrist knives, but
Yep.
All right, that shows he's like, all right, I'll play some fair. All right,
Yep.
you want to
Play.
spar?
I'll
Let's
play to
go.
my competition. We'll go here.
Yeah, well, I'll match with you. All right. I love that effect too. It's just like, you know, one arm pushing him
Yep.
down. He's got two brought to his knees with just the that's such a small, important type of visual. But again, it just shows the Predator's strength. It's just really fucking strong. So
And
it's like,
credit to the knight here, because you know they're not using stunt people for this. This guy has done some really really good sword handling, and also his falls and his rolls have been fucking. They look great.
it helps sell it big time.
Uh-huh.
He tried to tackle him. I think he tried to tackle him and it just totally failed.
Shoulder
wall.
block. He just
Block.
no-sold it and stood there.
I feel like that's what he was doing, right? He
Yep.
tried to tackle
Yeah, he
him.
tried to charge him.
He's just a big, tried to get him onto his, knock him off the ground on his feet or something. Tried to do that.
Yep.
And just, nope, didn't work. And at this point, he's toying with his food.
Yep.
A little
Yep.
bit. Like, yeah, you posed a good fight, or I'll let you live for a few more seconds. What else you got? All right.
Yep. He's like, you got one in on me.
In a way, he's kind of hoping that this guy will be able to defeat him. In a way, like, you know,
Yeah.
how much can you best me? Let's see what you.
'Cause
got.
it's
I
an
just
honor
fucking
for
love that
them
about
to-
the Predators. It's just
It's an honor for them to die in battle. So yeah.
it's like if they just go their whole lives with not enough of a challenge to even damage them enough, it's like, yeah, it'd be very disappointing. So it's like, yes, you know, cause me scars, draw my blood, yes, go like pain sadists. With this, it's just like, yes, draw more blood. Broke his sword, shit.
What in hell are you?
Ugh. The guy is gonna come back and help him. Is what I'm guessing. Is
Yep.
gonna happen.
Saeed's gonna come back now.
Yep. What?
Let him go. Your life for his.
Oh shit. He's probably like, that's never happened. That's never happened to me before. What? I could have been killed, and I wasn't killed. What? Like that's probably what's going through his head right now. I'm guessing. Like, oh fuck! I can't kill an unarmed man,
Yep.
or can I? Yeah. Such a good detail to keep with the Predator. I'm glad they did. It's like,
Yeah, they stayed with the lore.
It's a key Predator thing.
Perfect. It's
You know,
perfect.
he could have still killed him for the fact that he could have, like, he did have his weapon drawn, but it's like, well, he's not fighting you right now at all, not wanting to. All right, fair game.
Thank you for coming back.
Where would be my honor if I did not? Although I already half expected you to be dead.
Not yet.
Holy shit.
That was kudos to James Bush.
Dude.
That was fantastic.
So good. Even the shot in the credits looks good.
Yeah.
The red and bluish fog in the
Mhm.
back. This little
Adrian
this is unnecessary, but it looks good doing it. It's a nice touch on
Yeah.
top of it. This must have been for like a fan film festival or something. That's
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing. We're gonna take a look in the description and see if they give any information out on any of that, because that was so fucking good. All right, Predator: Dark Ages is a short fan film. Winner best fan film at the Tri-Cities International Film Festival. Okay, thank goodness
Yes.
they won something for it. Thank you. Set during the Crusades, the faith and fighting skills of a group of Templars is put to the test when they encounter the Predator. Their battle is the thing myths and legends are born from. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, that was
Fucking
fantastic.
amazing. That was so fucking good. I'm so glad that they won something for that, because that was so good. And again, 8 years ago, man. 8 fucking years ago. It doesn't seem like that long ago, really, but I mean, 8 years ago was around when like YouTube was becoming actually big and you can actually start benefiting from YouTube
Yep.
and stuff as well. So it like I don't know how much. I'm sure that you could still get a lot of stuff around that time. Okay, it was Kickstarter funded, so that's good. Supporters of that, independent nonprofit. Okay, yeah, holy shit. Yeah, it just makes you think about what else these guys could make if they have. I'm gonna check actually.
Yeah.
Well, they have a channel, so I'm gonna see
Let's see.
what else they have. It looks like they've made some other stuff, but not too much. 3 years ago is the last they've done anything. They did another film of some kind, another short one. Yeah, it's just the making of the Predator stuff, and then they have a little episodic thing right here. Seems to mostly be them talking about filmmaking stuff. Probably talking about the filming of
Yeah.
things, I would imagine.
That was fantastic.
But yeah, that was fucking great. 14 million. Yeah, I'm so glad it has that much.
Yes.
That's so worth it. Holy shit, man. That was it's very rare to have so much praise and no critiques.
No.
Like
No,
I'm trying to think of what I would critique there.
Yeah. I don't have
I don't
any
know.
issues with pretty much any of what they did. It was solid from start to finish, man.
It's paced well as
Yeah.
on top of it. They didn't splurge it right away, but once it got there, it just the tension kept building. Like, damn.
Yeah, there was really no, like you said, the pacing was good, the dialogue was good, the story and action sequences was good, like the pacing was good to those. The fight sequences were outstandingly choreographed. Yeah, that was the jump cuts between the fight scenes were solid. It wasn't jarring or anything like that. The special effects, even when he left at the end, you have that port. That was good.
Yeah, that ship even. Yeah, the ship could have looked really awful, but that looked pretty good. It's like a shadow of a ship, pretty much. I was gonna say even the fight scenes maybe could have been better, but honestly, I think those were. I mean, I'm looking back at the original Predator. There wasn't really that many fight scenes either with the Predator, hand to hand. It's just more. The only one you really get is with him and Arnie, pretty much.
Yep. Yeah,
like
the rest of it was just weapons fire.
Yeah,
or off camera stuff. So
yeah, so this we got kind of spoiled with this, honestly. Like,
yeah,
man, why the fuck were they not contacted to make a Predator film instead of Shane Black.
Yeah. Because
Imagine.
they probably shot this around the same time that they were doing the Shane Black Predator. That came out, 2018 though?
Yeah,
So this is
this was 8 years
2015.
ago. Yeah, they're probably in production for that
Yeah.
Predator one around this time. But
This
I mean,
is
this was
this
so
is a better movie. This
And
is
it's
a
like-
superior movie.
you could make, if you wanted to make this longer, to make it an hour and a half, add a whole extra hour to this or something. You could add it with, there's simple things you could add to it. I think that
Yeah.
without taking away with the main chunk that we get right here, you know,
Mhm.
in between them and the other Muslim characters or something. You could have them just, the start could be them finishing off whatever battle that they came from of some
Yep.
kind. Maybe having a slightly larger group, and these are the last ones. They're having fun, whatever. And then, going over to this camp, seeing what's up. They want us to hunt some beast, whatever. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, show some
Yeah,
of the,
that would have worked.
like that'd
Like
be
you
fun
said, I like.
to see a medieval film, and then also the Predators there.
Mhm.
How would that not do well?
I like that idea of showing their last big battle, and because you could have taken an opportunity to set up a little more backstory for each character that way. But that's only if you're going to pad out the runtime.
A little bit, and show how skilled they are with something.
Exactly. That's it. It shows each of their skill sets, But other than that, no. For what they did with this, it was fantastic.
It's fucking amazing. Yeah, that's all we're pretty much saying now. It's just it's amazing. So,
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
can see why this won an award at a film festival.
yeah.
Like I said, the drone footage. They had a big production staff for this too, just by looking at what we watched of the credits. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's impressive. Like this,
So good.
if I ever finally pull off my Friday the 13th one, I hope it's like a 10th as good as this. Like,
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean,
This is probably this is skyrocketed to one of my favorite fan films now. And I've seen many a fan film at this point.
to me, this is up there with, speaking of Friday the 13th, Womp Stomp Productions did Never
Yes.
Hike Alone and Never Hike in
Yes.
the Snow, and they're funding Never Hike Alone 2 right now.
Fuck yeah.
This is,
I'd say, it's right up there.
yeah,
Right up there.
absolutely.
In a way, I'd say, if not better in some ways, because there's more
Absolutely. It
of
is.
a period piece that it's trying to do as well,
Yep.
and a bigger ensemble of a cast with it compared to that.
Yeah.
But that still does good for what that did as
Mhm.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
just fucking phenomenal. You guys watch the whole thing yourselves for the full experience. It's worth it. It's only half an hour. It's a half an
Yeah.
hour. You'll like it. If you've watched Prey, if you watched the Autism Predator one, you can watch this. Okay, if you can survive those somehow, this will be a treat.
Yep.
So, watch that, and have a good one, guys. Holy shit.